Classic. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. England's Tommy Fleetwood is the leader. He's got it going early at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking for another strong showing after a top 10 finish a week ago. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Third shot, looking for a good one.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Oh, well, gotta hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Okay, it's a bogey here at first, and he'll drop back to 1 over par. On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the two bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Oh, he's saying, where's the turn? It didn't move nearly as much as he anticipated. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot, and it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder.
All right, in the fairway. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. And you tee off just in front of the swamp, so golf cart's not going to get you to the green here, is it, Frank?
No, it might need an airboat to go across that.
Okay, he got the front part of the green, but the wrong side of it, and a longish birdie putt coming up. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. Coming now to another long par 5, the 635-yard fifth. Short hitters do not have to worry about the swamp on the left, but it may come into play for long hitters trying to get home in too. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. All right, I know it's not the highlight shot, getting home on the par 5 and 2, but maybe it's a smart shot. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
We're looking at a right-to-left break here, but it demands Spanish hands. It's all about feel, not much break, but it will have speed.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll stay at 1 over. Here now at the 440-yard par 4-6. Water down the left side to avoid, and a couple choices here. Lay up short of the water crossing the fairway, or risk trying to carry it. See what you've got. So now from the left side of the fairway, this is a second shot. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from off the green. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This one measures out to 15 feet. done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. We arrive now at the 203-yard par 3-8. Tricky little hole. The bunker short of the green looks like it borders the putting surface, but it's actually a few yards short of it, and the green narrows toward the back. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. A look here at birdie.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of break in this overall. Distance very important. It might be one of those putts. Hit it firm, you take the break out altogether.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Frank, looking at this par 5 9th hole, it's 621 yards. I need to make birdie here. What's the best way to go about it?
Well, if you're a long hitter, then there's a chance you can reach this par 5 and 2, Rich. But really the best way to make birdie here, good tee shot, and then contemplate the layup. In between the first 2 bunkers, there's a nice section of fairway, and that's not going to leave you much in for that 3rd shot to a green that's very receptive. So really, birdie can be made the hard way, wedge and a putt.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We begin the inward 9 at the wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers short and left don't really cause an issue. Green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss that green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
So often we talk about needing precision off the tee, and this is how you do it. That is dead center. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
136 is the number. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
This is a 19-foot putt.
Well, coming down the slope, you think it'd carry a little bit more speed, but surprisingly comes up short.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, it's still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. A straightforward look here for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. Now to the par 4 13. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
That's up the left side.
With that hole cut in the middle right, this nice drive down the left side certainly opens up the second shot.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
146 yards left to the hole, pin all the way on the right.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at 2 under. Heading now to the 204-yard par 3 14. Bunkers short left and right. But the real trouble is the water running alongside the right side of the hole. Avoid that, and you should be in reasonably good shape. That one safely on the putting surface. Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, it's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But hey, fortune favours the brave. At least that's what I was told.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strike's required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
And this will be just fine, as that'll get down into the left center portion of the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
157 yards left. Pin sitting back right.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
Oh, straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay at -3. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And on paper, it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And, well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
This one started up the right side. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And this will be a solid opening round of 69, 3 under par. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the wetlands, we bring you live second-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The Irishman, Shane Lowry, is the leader. He's at 9 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, hoping to make a move here, 6 shots off the pace. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. And he's set up for his 3rd shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Okay, that's acceptable there. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And following the opening 69, he'll get it to 1 under for his round here. Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor. And that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Two wayward shots. Now a third to the par 3. Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
That one safely in for a bogey. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. Up next, the 460-yard third, a hole that is flat, long, and straight as an arrow. Great driving hole here on the first par 4 of the round. Next week, the Florida swing continues. Frankie, it's a home game for you. That's always nice as we head to Orlando and Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. Always a good week.
No, it certainly is. Get some home-cooked meals, that's for sure, and get to watch people play. I don't know, I just love the finish at Bay Hill. 16, 17, and 18. So many tournaments where things have gone awry over that very stretch.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
Staring at 147 yards to the front, 156 to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And he'll get it to 1 under now for the day, 4 under overall. Another par 3 here at the 4th, 225 yards, a swamp directly in front of the tee and a bunker protecting the front of the green. Aim for the heart. Solid tee shot will get you home. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 4 under. Down to the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. All right, I know it's not the highlight shot, getting home on the par 5 and 2, but maybe it's a smart shot.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Just 5 feet left. Now, got that up too high, and it didn't want to come back. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And that won't help the cause one bit. Par 4 6th here at the wetlands, 440 yards and water to deal with.
Two choices here, Rich. Lay it up short of the wetlands, or, well, chance it, brave enough, tee it up and flash it across the wetlands to just a mere short iron into this lengthy par 4.
Okay, good position there, right side of the fairway. Now note his second from the fairway.
Left with 154 to the hole. Pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
It's just a touch too long. I mean, personally, I'd rather it be putting back up the hill than coming down. It's pretty quick.
You betcha, what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 4 under. Next up, the 592-yard par 5 7th bends gently from right to left, and really long hitters can get home in 2 with a couple of well-struck shots. The wetlands not really in play here. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. This will move to his right for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he moves to 2 under for his round and -5 overall. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay at 5 under. Finishing out the front side with yet another lengthy par 5, the 9th measuring 621 yards, but still reachable for the bombers out there with 3 bunkers protecting against your approach shot. This one working up the right side. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Just a gorgeous shot. This has been a clinic today.
This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Yes. Well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5. We begin the inward 9 at the wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Clean lie here for his second to the par 3.
Good chance to save par after that beautiful flop shot. Looked in trouble there at one stage.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain at 6 under par. Arriving here at the 443-yard par 4 11. Best to play it left center off the tee to give you a good look on the approach and take a bit of length off the hole. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Just needed that a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And that'll move him to 7 under par. Up next, the first par 5 of the back 9 here at the Wetlands. The 576-yard, 12 wide fairway with no real trouble off the tee. So it is a good time to let it rip. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Okay, I'll be pretty happy with that one on the green and 2, but a long ways. Frank, he'll need to refocus immediately because that's not a guaranteed 2 putts from that distance.
Exactly, Rich. No time to celebrate right now. Grind on that first putt. Get it inside that magic circle. At least try and guarantee a birdie.
Oh, I can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. Here we go at the par 4 13, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
132 yards left to the flag and the pin on the left portion of the green.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Oh, dude, that. What a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. He's going to get to within 2 shots of the lead now as he moves to 6 under par. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short. So you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
And that one not going to wind up on the green, but still in a halfway decent spot. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. That will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'd just take it and run to the next hole.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Next up, the final par 5 of the day here at the Wetlands, the 590-yard 15. Again, no bunkers or water in the landing zone, so it is time to give one a ride. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Got the speed perfect there from off the green. The line was perfect too, and as a result, it's in for birdie. We begin the finishing stretch here at the Wetlands with a 455-yard par 4 16. Looking for another straight tee shot here. The approach leads to a green well protected by 4 bunkers. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Noda, this his second.
He's left himself with 143 yards to the hole. Pin is in the left back portion of the green.
Clinic with the irons, and well, more evidence there. The swing, the strike. And look how close that is.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And he'll move to 11 under par. 17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3, and that'll find the nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
One of the hardest things in golf is to turn 3 shots into 2. And with that beautiful use of the flop shot, it's a good chance really to get up and down.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
70 yards. All that's left here for his second. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And this will be a second round score of 64. That is very well done. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot